minutes deal.
Hemis maksał, it's not smash again, what's it? Say my life, I'm gonna make us miss. Just keep it one again, like this, you can keep it. My part, that was fucked. Okay.
Well, there's no way to put this lightly. We've just got to jump in, because it's like some kind of Thunderpump music that's playing right now. Anyway, welcome back everybody. 8 o'clock on the 24th of September. That would be a Wednesday. We're back. Here we are, same time, same place. Scuffed Epoch, Latent Space Live. I'm Drift Johnson. This is episode 257. And tonight, we eat breakfast. Thank you, Stuffed Meat, in the chat. So we got Apollonial Art coming in with some cool lyrics. I like that. Sequins and pearls and lots of pretty girls. Fernicar's here. Battlecruiser operational. Liked and subscribed. Now, where were we? Stuffed Meat feels stuffed. And I'm gravy maxing tonight. It's not coffee. Don't forget, if you're watching live or if you're watching later, you can check the links in the description. Join us on Discord, all that good stuff. Get involved, share your work. We'd love to hear from you. More eyes and ears. That's what we always need. So here we are on a Wednesday. Almost the end of September. Stuffed Meat is dinner maxing. Never veg day, my friend. Never veg day. Oh, it didn't really work, did it? Dragon says, sorry, I was having an argument with someone. With some parrots, eat 'em all. Well, they do talk back. That's enough dad jokes. Welcome, everybody. So I've got something to announce, but it's not really ready yet. So I'm just going to tell you about it. A new secret repo, 0 Vector 5 Cerebellum. Okay, so the cerebellum, we've talked about it. It's this bit. It's the bit at the bottom, you know, where all the chemicals that don't soak out, they all sink to the bottom and congeal in this mess we call memory. And you are your memory, so that's where I keep the persona. So everything works without memory and persona. So if you were to imagine we have a front end, which is the top of the brain, we don't have anything connecting to that. So that's your USB socket, if you will, for touch. I think that's going to be robotics and computer use, but we haven't done that yet. Maybe we'll have a look at that later. I don't know. But the point is, we've got our cerebellum built, and I built it based on 0 Vector 4. Do you know what? I should just show you the current plan, because that's going to be easier to explain. It's actually kind of crazy. The canvas has evolved. Let me just explain what we got here. So obviously, just for context, if you missed out on this one, we have zv5-lite.originai.com, which is where I'm hosting my ZV5 cognitive engine demo, which is based on my mixture of lobes architecture, which aims to give a core brain of inner thoughts, which bounces stuff around. So he doesn't just give you raw output, although he does give you raw output. As you can see, we have raw output. Okay. Let's just refresh this. And if we go into the settings, you can see that he's got a main open router key. He has 11 Labs TTS for the good speech. You can also roll that back to Windows SAPI. And then we also have the perplexity now. So what I've done is I've ditched deep research. I wanted to show my failure, right? And today this is the win. So I may as well show you that, hey. So let's get my perplexity key. And then we can enable it. Because the way it is, I've been using Sonar, and it barely made any hit. It used like 3 cents all night. So I was like, maybe I'll try the better ones. At the moment, I'm just using the basic one, and it is pretty basic. But it does work. So, cognitive lobe is Sonnet 4. Temporal lobe is obviously 11 Labs. Occipital is also Sonnet 4, but it's separated for vision. And I think we should have everything enabled. We're going to enable the web search. Web search active. Good. Save that. Now we have a globe here, so when everything's set up we can just toggle web search, but what I didn't like is the propensity for it to only search when it hears things like search for this or search for that. And I'll give you an example, right? So let's turn the search off and say, tell me about Anthropic's latest models speech. He's going to think about it, think about thinking about it, think about what he's going to say, and then say it back to us. And then we get to capture the audio. Now for research, if I wanted to read the entire thing out, I can click a button and order that, and it will be in the export. So I'm really happy with this. But I just want to show you the difference.
Anthropic has been making great progress with their AI models, especially the latest Claude 3.5 Sonnet. This advanced model has enhanced reasoning, better coding abilities, improved visual understanding, and more nuanced conversation. It's designed to be helpful, safe, and honest, with strong performance on benchmarks. The Claude 3 family includes different sized models optimized for various use cases, from quick tasks to complex analysis. Let me know if you'd like me to go into more detail on any particular aspect of these impressive AI systems.
Cool. The latest model is Claude 3.5 Sonnet, guys. All right? No web search, right? So I'll save that, delete that, turn the web search on, do the same prompt. And he's going to think about it, which he's allowed to web search now. And then he'll send the result of the search and his initial thought to Loeb, and then consider the response before speaking. That's all it does. It's like a filter, because that's what, at the basic level, you can make this so much more complicated and like put it in different directions for different purposes if you wanted to, but hang on. That's why it's a framework.
Anthropic has released some really impressive new AI models called the Claude 4 family.
Oh!
The standout feature is their extended thinking mode, which allows them to tackle complex multi-step tasks by refining their reasoning.
Oh, like you do.
These models have some amazing capabilities, like handling huge amounts of text, using external tools, and even interacting with computer interfaces.
Oh, we were talking about that.
Versions tailored for different use cases, like the powerful Claude Opus 4 and the enterprise-focused Claude Sonnet 4.
Sonnet.
These models are even being used in some high-stakes environments, like US intelligence and defense work.
I think I'm going to have to stop calling it Sonnet, guys. Sonnet just sounds more refined. Sonnet. You got to use the French. It's Claude after all, right? Anyway. So anyway, like I said, say I wanted to make this, because I could make a video essay with a couple of images. Okay, so for example, let's do it. Let's send the full speech and he'll give me the full thing, and then I'll do that. While he's doing it, let's read the trace. So you can see the result of the inner search and the actual web search that was done. And then finally his frontal lobe reasoning, and then what he's actually going to tell us. So it's a really nice research aid. And what I've done is I've introduced a new lobe.
Anthropic's latest models are really impressive. They've released the Claude 4 family, which includes Claude Opus 4 and Claude Sonnet 4. These represent a significant leap forward from the Claude 3 series. The standout feature is what they call extended thinking mode. Essentially, the models can now think through problems iteratively, refining their reasoning through self-reflection loops.
Oh, really?
This makes them much better at complex multi-step tasks where you need deep reasoning. Here's what makes Claude 4 special. Key capabilities. Massive context window, 200,000 tokens standard, with a beta version.
I'm going to just let him keep talking and we can continue. So yeah, we're making music today. I'm just giving a little rundown on where the ZV5 Lite project is headed and where we're at with that first. So you'll be diving into a bit of FL Studio, and we're going to be using agents to help us actually. So it's going to be an interesting little hour. We've got the tune. I'm going to be using the tune from the intro. So he's still talking. See, the thing is, I was just trying to show you this is like a research partner. Once you give him a personality and memory, it gets even more focused. The key thing here is that the persona is not a fake person. It's a collection of memories. And my aim is to give him the ability to change his own change. He's going to have a dynamic system prompt, all right? So he'll write his own system prompt, okay, for the whole thing. At the moment, we're just using a I am a helpful assistant default with no memory, right? Can I give you a sneak peek? Yeah, I can give you a sneak peek. It won't work because I don't have the server, but there's the cerebellum. We click on the brain, and it's localhost 3000, which means you've got your own local server running the cerebellum with all of the memory management, dream states, everything. It's all local, episodic memory, vector search, but I'm still working on this side of it, so I'll show you more of that when it's ready. At the moment, it's actually connecting and it's working, but he's kind of like an empty shell at the moment. He's initialized like an empty balloon for some reason, so I got to work on that. But the rest of the app works exactly the same as the current one. It's just you have this dormant memory section. So yeah, and like I said, it runs on your computer, so there's no login, no payment. You do it all. It's all open source. I call it bring your own key. Yeah, bring your own key. Zero data design. It's kind of like where we ended up as a result of the TINS project, because it takes it to the next level by not relying on infrastructure for a lot of things. Anyway, let's not get in the source. So like I said, that's all done. That looks great. What's this? This is not what we're doing tonight. Boom, 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 boom. We're not doing this either tonight. So yeah, we've covered this. If I just give it a save and have a look, let's just see what we got. We got the two audios. Obviously we've got the short one, the long one, the conversation, and now we get the trace, which means we can check out the thought, all of the, what it actually thought. And remember, this is thinking without any kind of agency or memory. It's just the brain with its memory scooped out, I guess, or disabled. Anyway, kind of close to what most chats are, to be honest. Chat convo threads, I mean. Right. And as I say, this gives persona consciousness with personality evolution, episodic, semantic, and procedural memory management. And it's all endpoints. It's like a headless server, and it just runs traits, evolve, consciousness, reflect. This is where the nation of experts ended up. It ended up as a mixture of lobes architecture. I'm going to obviously open source all of this eventually, because the thing is, it's like this is a framework. You could build it in 100 ways with different names for everything, but it's still the same thing, and it's built on A2A and ADK, so it's actually standard. This isn't just like, oh, we vibe coded a bunch of nonsense. We used all the frameworks. That's not correct. We fixed that. It's using local embeddings now as well. So this actually gives you an ability to evolve your own Jarvis through using it. And my plan, ultimate plan, is to make this front end run on Olama locally. So then you can do it all for free. You can just set different models to different lobes, because you've got to vision lobes better than a thing. You don't need to. Right now it's all in one API for testing, but that's the deal. Right, so let's move on. We've spent 15 minutes on that. That's the update. Thank you all for bearing with me. I know my passion projects are crazy, but trust me, if you start seeing a little brain icon glowing in OpenAI interfaces, just where you saw it first, guys. All right, let me see. If I go to projects, I've got way back in the past, I made myself a project which was an FL Studio tutor. So we're going to see if we can find this guy. Here he is. So that's the angle. All right. The angle tonight is testing my FL Studio Assist system. So you are FL Studio Assist. All right, so you see this all the time at the moment in, like even Amazon, they have like a little, hey, I'm your helpful dude. So I'm going to be having this right there. Okay, and we're going to be doing side chaining. I've already done it once, but it was 2 months ago. So let's just do it again. Let's get rid of this. Oh my goodness, we got some serious window issues here. Get rid of all this. Yeah. FL Studio, please. And then I'm going to go down to my fresh tunes and grab the song. Oh, I've lost the page, haven't I? Dirt. Download it. Now, I'm going to download the stems, but we can do the stems in FL. But I want to see, is it worth doing it with the stems from Udio to start off with? It's probably the same exact model doing it. It probably makes no difference. But I'll let them do it. You can use stock limiter. Yeah, that's my plan, Stone. That's why I thought it would be a fun tutorial. And remember, I'm not an FL Studio tutorial guy. I'm a break stuff in FL Studio guy. But I do make a lot of Musacs. And I think that the FL Studio agent will help us. Alright, so download them all. Because you can just load the WAV and then click on the button. Where is it? I think you click on this. No, wait, this? Yeah. And if there was something there, it would ask me, do you want to split the stems? And then it will just do it. So, worth pointing out. But I just want to see if this is better quality or not. You know, it might. I'm not like trying to be scientific about the comparison either. Try to keep it casual. So where's my agent gone? He's hiding. Here he is. Right. So then. See, that's the funny thing. I bet when you do it, it'll do other stuff for you. I bet. Like I'm just putting all these in. But it'll do like a bunch of micro tasks. Like, I don't know. Go 1, 2. So what am I doing? I'm putting things on different channels. There we go. So we can at least edit each of these on a different mix down at the bottom. So then we have different plugins for each layer, right? The only thing you really need to know is you can hit this button to only listen to that. Like now we've just got the vocals. I better turn this up. Oh no, not this again. Song. Oh, you can't see that option. It's off the edge of the screen. Hold up. That's useless. Give us a sec. We're going to have to do some custom screen sizing because... there. Yeah, you can see it now. Right. So there's an option. If it's on pattern... It only plays the channel rack, which is like a pattern that you put here. But we're not using samples. We're using song mode. We've already got like massive song things. I would say don't get frustrated with this, but I probably will. Like the whole resizing of all this and nonsense. I think you just get used to that. Okay, so we can at least see the song. Right. So we got the vocals. So... I should probably turn the main music off for a minute. 3, 2, 1. We'll come back to that later. Right. It's terrible. It's like most of the tune is on either bass and drums. And then we got other vocals here. So what I do is I pretty much ignore all the underwater stuff because it's usually part of a different, you know, it's failed to slice. This is not MIDI stuff. No. No, this isn't MIDI stuff. This is already a completed track which I finished. Wait, did I finish it? I think I did. I think I finished it. How long is the track? Doesn't tell me. I think it's 5 minutes long. So yeah, I finished the track in Udio. Okay, so we've AI generated the track. So let's be clear, the track is AI, and then we've split the stems, and now we're in FL, and we're testing out a new assistant which I wrote. So I'm trying to go to this with no idea what I'm doing. All right. I have. Wait, let me just do this properly a minute. Test. tell me about Anthropic's latest mods. Test. There it is, right. We are starting a new project in FL Studio where I have 4 stems, bass, drums, other, and vocals. And I'm hoping to use sidechaining for this tutorial so you can teach me how to do it. I don't know what to do. How about that? We'll try that and see how that comes out. He's thinking about it. Oh, wait a minute. Whoops, I pasted too many times. Okay, here we go. Help! Help! I'm just going to see how far it can get. Sidechaining is a fantastic technique. So is the AI model create each installment audio separate, or do you need to separate them using Ultimate Vocal? Udio separated the vocals for me. So on the platform, you can say download stems. So I'm testing that. But you can obviously in FL Studio have a WAV file and just, I think you actually, let me see if I can find it. It's really weird. You have to like click on a tiny, it's that one. Extract stems from sample. If I'm honest though, I usually use detect tempo more. Because there's a default 130 on the project, and sometimes that doesn't really match what you're working with. But yeah, like it's usually pretty good. It usually gets it right. But yeah, you can extract stems from there. Obviously, we've already done it, so I'm not going to do it again. But FL Studio is actually great. It's one of the few softwares you can actually still, like, I think you can actually buy a lifetime license for it, guys, which is like kind of surprising these days. Normally, they want you to subscribe for everything. So anyway, let's get into the beat bit. Got nothing there on that. So what's this one? Some sick drums that are so tinny. My God, we're going to have to put some serious... we're going to have to put some serious EQ on those drums. Whoa, listen to this bass. What is that demonic nonsense? This is what I love about AI music, man. You don't get what you thought it was at all. Wait for it. That's the most sort of demonic guitar I've actually heard in a while. It's like barely being played, actually. Wow. Anyway, play that backwards, see if it says something. So let's see what the agent is telling us anyway, you know, fun and games aside. So what do we need to do? Okay, we have drums, vocal, and he doesn't know what the other two are. Drums, vocal. We've got bass and other. And if I'm being honest, what is other? It's like samples. A flute? Strings? Should we call it strings? I mean... I don't know. If I just put the music together, by the way, without... It sounds awesome, dudes. So it's not like... It's just... The way I see it is this is like cutting a cake which had intermingled parts, and so you slice through it and each piece has a little bit of another, you know? So it's not a clean separation, but it did a pretty good job. And I think with a bunch of EQ and whatnot, we can have some fun with this. So what's he saying? What are the other two? Bass and full mix. So he wants to know that. I think he doesn't. Okay, let's just keep moving. He's just going to give me some stuff to do. So load your stems. Okay, so we've done that. Wait, ooh. I didn't even do this. So drag them in and then right-click each clip, make unique. This prevents unwanted linking. Ah! Ha! Right-click. Yeah, you got to right-click the little... Yeah, see, this is another thing. Can I just get a magnifier on that real quick? I don't normally do magnifiers. Is it Control plus Windows plus? Oh, crap. I did something else. Uh-oh. We're in the source. I just did something here. I don't know what I did with the control. Windows plus. Oh boy. That's a shortcut. Right, I got it. Okay, I wanted to zoom in, but the keyboards are going to kill me. So right click, make unique. Yes. Right click. Oh my god. I'm just want to see what happens. It's doing weird stuff, guys. Whoops. This isn't what I would normally do, but I'm willing to learn as well. Maybe there's a gap in what is this make unique wizardry? So I did make unique. Now I've got like, okay. I've got extra. I guess I'm not going to be using most of them though. Yeah. Okay, yeah, sounds good to me. Let's save the progress and see what the agent wants us to do next. Route to mixer. Press F9. Set each stem to its own track. I already did that. He's also given me like, I don't know why. Okay, so I guess the 2 is the unique one. So should I delete the originals? I don't know. We're not really using that, so I think it'll be fine. Okay. Set up the side chain. See, we're already into it. It's a bit weird to follow this, okay? But that's if it works. So on the drums mixer track, okay, it thinks drums is track 1, so I might have to, yeah, okay. So actually, right, let's just reset them all. And then take the, bracket 2, the unique that we create. So we'll take drums, put that on 1. And let me just double check what he wanted. So drums on 1, vocals on 2. That's strange. It's not how I would do it, but hey, let's see what he wants to do, right? Other stems 3, 4. Great. So the bass, I guess, we'll put on no. Other on 3 and the bass on 4. Seems kind of arbitrary, but yeah. So in track 1, that's track 1 right there. Add fruity limiter. So normally it's already got one. I think master. Yeah, master already has one. Right, so let's add a fruity limiter. So we'll go in for the limit. Oh, they're right. That's behind my legs. Fruity limiter. Okay. There we have a fruity limiter. Okay. Let's make it bigger. It's always more fun. Do we have everything on right now? We don't have everything. Let's put it all on. There we go. So, in the limiter, set it to comp mode. Comp mode. I know there's a button for that. There it is. Comp mode. Yep. In the sidechain drop down, select Fruity Limiter 1 of the plugin. Sidechain drop down. Am I blind? Ah, there it is. You can't. We missed something, didn't we? Ah, I'm an idiot. I skipped a step. So I have to do. Click the routing arrow. Comp. Click the routing arrow at the bottom right. Send to track 2. Ah, right. So it's not in here. Okay. It's down here. Now, which one was it? Send to what? Click the routing arrow. I feel like a moron. Routing arrow? I know that's... Is that like out of view? Yep, there it is. There it is. You cheeky bugger. Right, there we go. It was off the bottom of the screen. So yeah, it's not helpful. So I need to click it. Do I just click and drag it? No. I can't remember how to do it. Send to track 2. Nope. I could have sworn you actually, like, you know, drag a thing. Anyway, let me just see if I can read this again. Click the routing arrow at the bottom right. Send to track 2. Let's see if I can figure it out. Nope. Send the routing arrow to track 2. Is it there? Should we ask him? Yeah. I'll say, where is the routing arrow? You're supposed to help me. I'm not supposed to know what that is. What is that? Tell me what that is, though. Yeah, what's the routing arrow? Forget the routing arrow. Okay, cool. Add the thing. Yeah. Click the comp button. Yeah. Click the comp button. At the top of the limiter, you'll see a drop down that says ... Well, I think he means this. Select this. Select drums track 1. No. That was a shocker. I got my volume up super loud. Add fruity limiter into an empty effect slot. I don't think he's giving us good instructions. Am I, like, not reading this? It could be that I'm just not... It could be that I'm just not... I've done this before, but it's been about 5 years. So you'll have to forgive me. But that's the whole point. He should be able to tell me what to do. So forget the routing arrow. Set up the thing. Go to your vocals track. Oh. Well, that's not what he wanted me to do. So my vocals track is on track 2. Add a limiter. Okay, we'll do that as well. We're going to end up adding like 9 limiters. It's going to be great. Fruity limiter. Okay, we've got it. Click the comp button. Look at the top. You'll see a drop down. Click the drop down and select your drums track. See, I think he's talking about this, but it's not. There's nothing there. I think we've missed something. I'm pretty sure we've missed something. It's that he's talking about, but there's nothing there to connect it to. What have we done wrong? Vocals should be on 3 for a start. Was that what it did it? Nope. I'm pretty sure we just haven't actually set it up yet. And then configure the compression. See... Okay. Click this drop down. We cannot complete this step because the selection is empty. Okay. What do we got? Put the limiter on a channel you want to sidekick and then sidechain from kick drum track, then tweak. Yeah, but that's, I want him to tell me to do it. But you are right. You are right, Stone. You've probably done it like many more times than me. Let's see. Go to your drums track in the mixer. Okay. Drums track. Drums track is track 1. Drums track. Okay. Look at the bottom. You'll see routing arrows. Find the small up arrow. Right click. Side chain to this track. Well, that's what I thought, but when I do that, there's nothing there. Hang on. Channel routing. Route channels to this track. I don't think that's it. No, that's not what we're supposed to do. No, that's something else. I'll say it's something else. I mean, hey, we did something. Right-click the routing area. Yeah. Vocals track number. Vocals track number is 3. So yeah, see, there isn't, the thing he's telling me to look for isn't there. So again, we're missing a step. We've missed a step somehow. Doesn't surprise me. So we're on the drums. Right click the area, side chain to this track, then choose vocals track number. You can't, there is no side chain. Shame, innit? Normally, the way I did it, used to do it, was you would just find the name of the track here and off you go. So, something's not right. Yeah, I think that he's basically scuffed it, which is funny, because we haven't really done anything. Drums track, look for the send knobs, small knobs below the fader. Right click them, side chain to this track, choose your vocal from the list. I'm just going to start clicking everything and everywhere. Just start clicking everything. Side chain it here. Side chain it here. Side chain it here. We're trying to see if the assistant can tell me what to do. At the moment, it's failing because it expects me to know what it's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. He's like, right click on a knob, send knob. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 12 there. It's like, which one are we talking about? It's just funny. Sometimes I like to go outside my wheelhouse, which is, it's fun. Like normally what I would do is I would just literally go, okay, that's on track this, track that, and I'd apply a bunch of stuff, tune it, and we're done. But it's kind of like, normally I just bust out a few EQs on each layer and just put it back together again. But I want it to do something interesting. And sidechain seems like something fun. But it's not working. The routing area is at the bottom. It's very easy to miss because the icons are so small. Yup. Like all of these are doing stuff, guys. They're not just little elements. They all do something. Everything here. It's actually insane. So it's easy to miss because the icons are so small. You're looking for small numbered buttons. There's no numbered buttons, I'm afraid. This is where he needs web search. He's probably talking about an old version of FL Studio from like 2015. That annoys me. I'm just going to keep working and see if I can get him to do it. Okay. These instructions are ineffective because your descriptions of UI elements do not match the software. Labeling has changed and is minimalist. Audio's good. Stone Sage just asked, what do I use to make AI music? I think Udio is good, but I think the pro version is worth it because you get style in painting and a bunch of other. They got the new voices feature I haven't really used. Oh. Peak controller side chaining. I've never heard of that. Oh, this is a whole new world. So load peak controller on your drums track. I bet I don't even have that. Peak controller. What the heck? I don't even know what that is. What the heck is that? Peak controller. Peak. Well, it's probably up here, isn't it? Yeah. I don't have peak controller. Sucks. Sucks to be me. I need to spend $100 on VSTs. Can we send our samples into it? Yes, that's one thing you can definitely do. You just drop them in where you need them to go off. Literally. You just drop them in. Drop in the sample, it'll go whenever you want. That's something which is fun to do. Adding vocals, putting in more bass, doing all kinds of effects. Like if this, in a minute, I'm going to say call time on this task, and I'm just going to do something fun to finish off the hour. But for now, I'm just going to try and follow stupid... Load Fruity Compressor instead of Fruity Limiter and look for side options in that plugin. I love it. Limiter on the vocals, put another limiter on the drums, and in the drums can you see send. So you would think that with the both of them on there, that one's on there, we've got it on comp, and we go into this one, it's also on comp. You should see a sidechain option. It's very strange. Maybe I'm clicking on the wrong channel because they kept messing me around with the numbers. I'm going on 1, which is drums, and 2, which is other. Ah, see, that should be 3 and that should be 2. Don't... Yeah. Wait, what? Hang on a minute. Put another Fruity Limiter on the... No. That's exactly what I've done. So then in the drums track, which is this one... Nope, nothing there, mate. There's nothing there. Yep, nothing there. Strange. Very strange. You would think you should have a different sidechain there. It's very strange. In the drums track, do you see send or sidechain? Okay. I see sidechain, but the option is ... That's what it is. Come on, send the thing. He's doing a control-enter now for some reason. There's no way you don't know where's the volume fader. The volume fader? I don't think I've ever used it, mate. Like, that's the volume fader. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? If he means right-click on that, but I don't see it. I don't see that option there either. So, I mean, do you know what I mean? Nope. Like I said, I've never done that. Never done it. Never needed to do it. That's the volume fader. And no, it doesn't. So I don't think that's what he wants me to do. Go to your drums track in the mixer. And I know, and to be fair, though, I would say that it's very likely that anybody opening this up for the first time wouldn't know that there's where the volume fader is. I mean, because I'm trying to take... This isn't about me. This is about the assistant. Because you've got to think, somebody's coming into FL Studio for the first time, and they're like, how do I do this? Well, they potentially know nothing. So if the agent can't do it, it's a shit... Excuse me. It's a suboptimal agent. Shoddy. Let's say shoddy. Right click on it and automate it. Yeah, he's not asking me to do automation. Like we could put automation on the volume. Create an automation clip. But then he's going to ask me to actually set the automation. And I don't, you know. I know what it's trying to tell me to do. Right. if it tells me to do it right, there's an option here that says track 1 or track 2, but it's not there. None. Which means we've missed a step, which means the tutorial sucks. You know? Have you ever done a tutorial when it's like, do this, do that, and there's just nothing there? That's what we're looking at. So, look, see that? When you open the limiter on the vocals, what exactly does it say? Even if it's 0, describe the area around it. Okay. Right, so we go to the vocals. I need to make this a bit out of the way. Go to the vocals. And then click on the limiter. That's the limiter for the vocals. It's 2 different ones, right? None. It just says limit comp, sidechain, none. It's on limit. Okay. Both limiters are on comp and neither... Oh, wait. And both only show ... options. It seems we have missed a step. I'm going to try and help him, guys, but I shouldn't really. Because it is doing it. Like, you can see the root. Root. There's no chain. It visually shows it if you get it right. So, okay, on the drums. Okay, drum source. Look for send knob at the bottom. Or small numbered. See, the numbered buttons are gone, guys. They're not in it anymore. So there's got to be a way of doing it down here. Like, if I remember right, they used to be down here. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. That's recording or something. It would help if you could, like... Oh, that's cool. But that's not what I was looking for either. Where are the... I'm just in a hell of my own creation, don't worry. Okay, wait. See, all we've got is channel routing. I don't see any buttons anywhere, guys. Override, init song. There's just, yeah, there are no numbers. Certainly not. Like, I swear they turned it into like a dot where you click on the dot, it turns into 2 dots, and you click it again, it turns into 3. You click it again, it turns into 4, and then you click it again, it goes back to 1. And they have them everywhere. It's worse than Blender. Just like you need to know how to use a freaking Boeing Flight 747. Yeah, there's no numbered buttons. That's the trouble. Okay. There are no numbered buttons. Do you know what? Enough of this jazz. Freaking chomp on that, mate. Take a look. If you're so smart. There's no numbers. Okay, what do we need to do? This is going to be good. Look at the bottom. You'll see those small circular, round, circular routing selectors. There's something that looks like a clock. There's something that looks like a switch. And there's something that looks like a white dot. I mean, this thing here is for the master. That's to do this. Which is cool, but it's not what we're trying to do. Click and drag. See, that's what I was trying to do, and it wouldn't let me. Click and drag from the drums routing to the vocal. See, I should be able to just go... Where is it? Drums? Click and drag. Nope. Click and drag. Nope. Click and drag. Nope. Click and drag. Nope. It's gone. Yeah. Put that all back. Click. Oh, I did it! Oh my god. It was like trying to get blood from a stone, and then people complain AI is like not, you know what I mean? They complain about AI being too easy, and it's like, what was all that? I had to get in a super intelligent assistant to tell me how to click the invisible UI. I still don't even know how I did it. Then, is it possible to hand over mouse control? Yes, it is. There's computer control coming, and he'll just do it. So this is the thing. It's going to be cooked soon. But yeah, you just got to use the AIs, guys. If you become a summoner of AIs, you're using their power. So it's not a problem. But anyway, we've done it. We've got our freaking sidechain attached. Okay, so it didn't look. It said you should get a pop-up menu now. We didn't get that. It's done the thing though. We have got the sidechain. I can turn this down, and nothing happens. Oh wow, that's radical. I think we have to do more work now. The thing that was working before no longer works. When you drag, you should get a pop-up menu. Select sidechain to this track. Well, we've done the connection. Go to the vocals. Yeah. None. It still says none. I thought we'd done it. But there's more. Okay, so still no sidechain option. It's supposed to be like a simple... This is like a very simple thing to do. Yellow, okay. Yellow connection appears from drums to vocals. But no sidechain. No sidechain menu. No side chain options, and no ability to use the limiter other than ... in comp. So far, no. Isn't that amazing? Stop the music for a minute. Isn't that amazing? So we did it, and it don't work. Nice. Right-click directly on the yellow line. Look for options like route to this track, sidechain to this track, connection options. I think we're getting to the what's going on here now. So right-click on the line. Oh, it's gone. It disconnected it. Hello? Okay, so we fixed it earlier by fluke, it looks like, because I said I didn't even know how it even did it. Yeah. It's gone back to how it was. Totally hopeless. It said click on the line. Now that line's gone. It's actually gotten worse. It's actually gotten worse. So, all right. Don't panic. I've got to start using the inserts at the top more, guys. Every time I click on something, it's switching to a different thing, and I'm getting disoriented. So we're on insert 1. It's attached to the master. Insert 2 goes through to insert 1. Okay. So is it because they've removed the word sidechain from the UI or something? Nope. Try dragging. So you're supposed to be able to drag. Hang on. You're supposed to be able to drag. There's no drag. There's no dragging here. You know? Whatever I did earlier, I don't even know how I did it now. I'll be honest. What a nightmare. No. Right, I've had enough of this. I've had enough of this. Right, where is it? Can we just delete everything that we were doing? Just reset it. Reset. Get rid of the thing. Get rid of that. Yeah, delete it. It's useless junk. It's useless junk that doesn't work. I'd be better off just doing it myself. So I'll try to do that now with my cooked settings. See, look at this. Remove connection. Can't do it. Sorry, mate. You need to go and take a... You need to go and get a degree in FL Studio to continue. Ah! I freaking found sidechain after all that nonsense. Okay, guys, guess what the magic is, right? If you click on the little arrow above the volume wheel, then you get a little hat. Not an arrow, a little hat. And if you click on the little hat, then you got sidechain to this track, which is super intuitive. Oh, look. There we go. Look at, oh, look. Oh, I hate UI design. Sidechain to this track. And you got a volume. Now I got to put the things back. Gee. Seething. Seething with how easy it is when you've been doing it for 20 years every day. And how counterintuitive it is to come in here as a new user just wanting to make something. Just want to come in and make something. Creative grumbles. Okay. So again, we go to the base, we put it on the comp, we go to the side chain, we put it on the comp, we select the side chain one, and it works now. That was how long it was supposed to take, by the way. Isn't it funny that we spent like half an hour screwing around with the UI and then 3 minutes actually making it work? Well, that's coffee time. What a nightmare. In the end, it was like 5 seconds and 3 clicks. Which is what the tutorial was telling me what to do, but we had a human problem. I don't know what the hell he's trying to tell me. Brain fart. Luckily for us, guys, soon the AI will be able to find all of the stuff they've hidden. That's scary, actually. No one's talking about that. How can you hide from an AI that can find it all? You can't. Right. Let's read out some comments. Okay, I gotta scroll back. Oh boy. Oh my god, you guys been chatting. Good to see. Don't forget to like the stream. Is the AI model creating... I think I answered that. Yeah, we answered that. Vocal stems. I prefer to get them separated. It's difficult, it makes mistakes. It's true. I just have a suspicion, Marwan, that the built-in stem split is going to be the same AI model, you know, because it's like an open source model. It's common that they all use the same one. But hey, maybe they've got their own inbuilt fine-tune, which is why I like go, oh, I'll test out theirs and see what if it's good. Dragon says that's a noise layer. Marwan says use ultimate vocal removal. I think the best ones actually separate the stems and then kind of diffuse them a little bit to clean them up. Coffee drinking ASMR. Yeah, sorry guys. When the music's off, I'm drinking right by the microphone. So yeah. Put a limiter on the channel you want a sidekick from. Add side chick. Yeah, that's what we actually did in the end. We put a limiter on each one. Did this, but the problem was that little UI bollocks down in the bottom there. You had to click the little hat to turn it into a different kind of hat, and then right click it, and it didn't know about it. I would assume they moved it. People asking about what we use to make AI music. It's going to be Udio. Right. Water palaver, indeed. There is another alternative. Coffee time, says Fernicar. It's true. Think how difficult it would be if they hid stuff. Well, to a certain extent, things are a little hidden because they want to, you know, you've got to have like a job. And job security comes from training, and training, you know, things get more complicated over time. Just look at Comfy UI. Comfy UI is super complicated now. Anyway, let's get back into it, shall we? And get up off my stool. All right. So we've got the side chain on here. I'm going to ask him to help me with something that I do all the time and see how that works out. So we've got the side chain connected. Okay. The side chain is now set up. Help me with tuning the effect. Hey. Now that's actually more important, because someone could give you a project file where it's already set up. But look at all these knobs. What am I going to do? Tweak them all? I carry a big wrench in the car, but I don't think it's big enough for all these. So starting parameter, vocals track in Fruity Limiter comp mode. So that would be the lower one. The lower one is the vocals. Start at minus 15 decibels on the threshold. Minus 15. Do we have a value somewhere I can read? I don't actually see a value. Type in value. There we go. Minus 15. Ah, it's up in the top right corner. There we go. I forgot about that. See, it's like little bits and pieces, you know. So when you turn the knob, the measurements in the top right corner up here. So it's like tiny text in the top right corner. Make sure you look there. So start at minus 15. We set to ratio to 4 to 1. Where's my ratio? 4 to 1, it said. What? That's crazy. Okay, I'm going to enter the value in again, because 4 to 1. Okay. And then attack 3 ms. Type in value 3 ms. Okay. Release. Because imagine if you could do this. The thing is, guys, the way I work, right? If this agent works and these tutorial is good, you can have it in JSON, and then you can have a computer use agent do it all. Obviously, it's not fine-tuned to understand the UI for FL, which is a complete nightmare. But I think you get the idea, you know, like, if the steps check out, you don't need a person to do them. You can just get an agent to do that too. And I like the idea of being able to say, make me something cool in FL. And then it just spits out a project file. I like that. I like the idea. It's probably ridiculous, but all ideas start somewhere. I'm sure there's people doing like similar stuff. They probably got a little bit more of an idea of what they're doing. But I like to see what the model wants to do. Because I like to say, a lot of the time the model was actually capable of doing it, but no one ever asked, you know? Okay. Release 150. I don't think I actually set that. Okay, test and listen. Play your track with the drums. Watch the gain reduction. It should move with each kick hit. Okay. It should be playing it right now. It does look like it. You can see it. You can see the inversion of the kick. Hang on. See that, dudes? It's not bad, is it? It looks like a shark's mouth. Okay. See, this is like simple stuff, though. Hang on. Let me see what we can do here. It's working. It's too subtle. It's actually about right. Because the vocals are, like, weird anyway. Here they go. Yeah. I mean... And then when there's no vocal, boom the bass. Alright, cool. So, that's cool. Alright. This is perfect. Alright. It did win in the end, but we had human issues with the UI. Like, I was like, what the hell are you trying to tell me to do right now? And in the end, it was cryptic, because, you know, you had to, like, mess around. I mean, to be honest, look, it's a nightmare. I'm sure it makes sense if you've done it a bunch of times, but the first time round, that was rough. That was super rough. Alright, let's do some more, like, traditional stuff. So I just saved that, stop the music. We're going to do one stem at a time. I'm going to look at the bass first. And I'm going to do some stuff. So what is this one on? Bass is stem 4. I mean, yeah, track 4. So how about we shove in some cool plugins? Like... I'm going to put vinyl on the master, so I won't put that one in there. I do want to know what will happen if I just overdrive, but I don't want to do fast, or do I? Much better. My only worry is that it's too much, you know, like it'll overpower. So we're going to have to do something with the drums as well. Maybe make them crisp. But that is some pumping bass. So yeah, I mean, overdrive saves the day when it comes to bad synths. What can I say? Let's look. See, this is the thing. I'm not a professional, all right, but I made a bit of music. I'm a hobbyist when it comes to music. I'm not like industry or anything like that at all, all right? I just throw stuff in for fun. I have fun with distortion sounds. That's what I like to do. When funk came along, I was like, oh, wow, a hip-hop beat with a bunch of distortion and samples of gunshots. And I was like, yeah, this is cool. What am I going to do? I'm not going to make some. Anyone can make it. That was the whole point of the movement. But anyway, let's do something with the drums. So somebody once said to me, it's all about the hats. And I took that with me. I kept that one with me. So we're going to go with, do you know what? For the memes, I'm going to use Sound Goodizer. Right, let's just get the drums out because they sound terrible. So tin, all tin, no business. You like choppy hats, but this is doing nothing. Yeah, I did it for the memes, but it was a waste of time. We're just gonna get an EQ of some description. Neutron? No, I can't use neutron. We're gonna do that last. No AI yet. We'll do that last. Just need a standard EQ, man. Where are they? You'll have to forgive me. It's all moved since the last time I used it. All the menus are different. Okay. Standard affair. See what I mean about the UI? Look what I just did. Did you even see that? So, in order to get the curve at the front and the end on the EQ, I had to use the middle mouse wheel on the top part of the curvy purple or whatever colors, and it will change the shape. If you can see it, it's very small. And then underneath there's a single dot. Now, if you mouse wheel up and down, it changes the number of dots, and you can go backwards as well. There's inverted dots. So this is just how they decided to do it. Like, there's so many things you have to do. I'm not criticizing them because I don't know. I don't have a better idea. I'm just saying, like, it's really difficult to know what the hell you're doing. So anyway, we've got a kind of like a studio. I don't know what you would call that. Sometimes I do like a tooth. I'm like aiming for a tooth shape. Literally. People say, what are you doing? It's a tooth. And then I'll just move things around to taste. I don't even have my headphones on, so I'm not even doing a good job. Still too tinny. Big time tin. More? I don't hear it doing much. Something is not right here. Are we on the wrong insert? I bet we're on the wrong. Yeah, so that was the synth. So we can get rid of the synth stuff. I don't want to change that. What track is this? See, this is like drums 2, 2, 1. What? No wonder it's not doing anything. But that doesn't make sense. Okay. So I was actually trying to do other. Yeah, I was on the wrong thing, guys. So bass 2 is on 4. So hybrid other is on 3. So I need to actually listen to what I'm working on. That helps. I was like, it's not making any difference, guys. Oh no. It's not making any difference. Why is that? Yeah, you're listening to the wrong channel. Wrong channel. Okay. Right, now I can do it. I'm going to have to go back to the drums in a minute. Wow, the synth is breaking into the drums. It's so powerful. It's leaking into the wrong instrument somehow. Okay, I think that's good enough on EQ. Let's see if I can blast it as well. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Sounds like a load of nonsense on its own, doesn't it? It's great. All right. That bass is kind of insane now. Jesus. All right. Calm down. So, like, so yeah, let's see. So, bass, check. Drums, come back to it. Other, check. So, all that's left is vocals, and then we can do a cleanup on the drums, because they're a little bit tinny, that's all. So, I might cut off the high frequency somehow. I don't know, we'll see. It might, like, kill the sound, but I don't want it to be too wet, like, so yeah, let's do the vocals. So let's see. Now, this could actually be quite an interesting little experiment. So that's on stem 2. So we're on stem 2. Why don't we... Well, we'll do the EQ. We'll do an EQ anyway. I think, or maybe... actually, what about Destructor? Okay. I need to cut out the rest quick. This is the here we go. Let's go from the beginning because you can get good vocals in the intro. Johnson lyrics. Whoops. Rub it. Ah. That's crazy, whatever that is. Bit jam. Too much. Bit Jam's pretty cool. Hang on. Alright, let's see what we done here. Go. Need to go back to the drums. It does sound better. It's like a layer of grip fill smoothed over. Still a bit too hard on the vocals there, I think. The distortion, relax it. Maybe there's a better one. Yeah. All right. I think the problem is, if the drums aren't as harsh as they are, you won't hear them because the bass. So, even though there's ducking doesn't. Does the ducking? Yeah, the ducking doesn't affect the bass, see? Maybe we need to sidechain the bass. Isotope trash too. Yeah, we're going to do that last. It's always fun. I literally use the cheapest one as well, Stone. I do it on purpose. You can pay more money if you want, but I don't really think it's much. I don't know. Let's put it back to Harmor Classic. Seems to be doing a phaser right now. Could be Guitaro. Far. Just turn that off. It's definitely better with it. What about, actually, Hold up. Jesus. Fucking hell. Yeah, the bass has definitely gone up to 11. So what I got to do now is I just got to fix the drums, because at the moment the drums are kind of like weird. So the drums are on insert 1. There's nothing on there really. Obviously we did the sidechain stuff earlier, but... Oh, Isotope actually has a distortion plugin called Trash. That's hilarious. That's not the normal comment I get whenever I use Isotope. No one's talking about Trash too. I actually think Isotope's awesome. I've made loads of cool stuff with it, so I'm like, it's fine. Oh yeah, we're going to have to skip to actually where the drums are at. Whoa! Hitting them drums upside your face. Let's see if we can just get a cool, easy dynamic for compressor would make sense, wouldn't it? No. We want to go with a drums compressor. Makes sense when you think about it. What else could we get? Probably get EQ2 again, but look for a drums preset. Kick. Technically the snares are all in the same thing though. I hope it doesn't make it worse. We can bypass the rack right there, but we can also bypass just that. Oh, that was bad timing. I don't hear any difference, do you? There, you can hear that. Ah, you can barely hear that. There's nothing else playing though. So it's like not a big... What about if I did that? Hear that? Obviously, they say. I reckon about there. How about this? That'd been a cool intro. Oh, damn it, there's... too much kick. I think it's about there, isn't it? Oh. This is tough. I put a negative on it, by the way. There's a -2 on the curve. I don't know, that sounds weird now. Hang on. Oh god, it sounded like that before. Actually, it's like way better now. Okay. Maybe too much, though, you know what I mean? It's peaking hard. My God, man. Nah. It's too much. I wonder how that sidechain is doing now. We made it a little bit harder. Apply the effect to mid. Oh, yeah. Hold up. It definitely is worse, but I think I've like pumped the bass too far. We're getting a clipping noise now, you know? Yeah, definitely getting a clipping. It's clipping! I don't think just reducing gain is the solution. Turn up the sidechain. Do you know what it is? It's the bass going insane. Like I said, the bass is insane. I probably just need to dial that back a little bit. And the overdrive. Post gain. And now it's super tinny. Wait. Alright. So let's say I saved that. Close all these. Whoops. I didn't mean to close that one. I meant to close the plugins. So close the plugins. Get rid of all this crap. Go over to the master. And then just basically override everything that we just did. With AI. Where have I put it now? Mastering, Ozone, and what's the other one called? It's called... Dynamics. No. It's in here somewhere. EQ, Neutron. There we go. Our two friendly, whatchamacallits, our two friendly assistants. All we got to do is play a loud piece of the tune. There it is, queued up. It's going to glitch out like hell because it'll use CPU. And it's going to figure it out. And then I can hopefully escape the trappings of my propensity to overdo it. Louder now, I need it to be louder. And then we get the auto EQ. That's not bad. I think we should do it again though. I mean, yeah, it's EDM. Oh! I forgot to use vinyl. It's like a crime. Vinyl. Ready. Do you like ASMR? Get a bit of mechanical. A little bit of electrical. Yeah. And obviously, in addition to your feedback and mechanical, we also have the wear, the needle skip, different skip for different decade, and a bunch of other stuff. Go with something like that. Love the effect. It's clipping like hell. I think that's more my computer can't handle all of the stuff I'm piling on it. Rather than it's but yeah, let's just export that as hybrid. So yeah, I mean, it was fun mucking about with FL Studio, and it's nice to be able to have an assistant to tell you what to do, but it seems like the limitation is the agent can know what to do and tell you what to do, but if he tells you what to do in a way that the human can't find a frame of reference, then it's useless. So it's not ready. You'd have to retrain the agent to be familiar with what the actual interface he's supposed to be assisting with is. You can't just drive it off of stuff on the internet. Usually I think this is because a lot of tutorials that were trained in had images, and you can't have those images in the training data. So he's trained on the conversation, so he's able to give the right answers, but he doesn't have any diagrams or images to show you. So, you know, the instructions he was giving us were referring to elements that no longer exist. So yeah, that's not very effective. It did give us the right instructions, but we struggled with what he was telling us to do. So that's the report on that experiment. And yeah, we have a tune. So I'm just going to see what this sounds like. Save the project. Shut it down. go and find it somewhere. It's probably Documents, FL Studio, Image Line, FL Studio, and projects. It's probably going to be in here. Oh, no, it's not there. Where did you save it, mate? Project 6, Hybrid. There it is.
Alex, the
Oh my
rest
God.
of you are in the field.
I'm going to turn it down. Wait. Too much vinyl. Can you hear the vinyl skipping like all the time? I think I put the vinyl skipping so high that it sounds like it's just not streaming right. Couldn't even wait for the drop. Don't like it. Don't like it. In the end, I don't like it. Why don't I like it? I don't like it because the vinyl ruined it. Too much vinyl. Too much vinyl. I put a load of vinyl skip on there at the end. Right. Turn the vinyl off. Okay. Yeah, it is. It was literally the vinyl. So how about we take the scratch off? Much better. Yeah. All right, cool. Boom, 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 boom. Hybrid, no clip, no scratch. Cool. That was fun. So yeah, I wanted to do like some comfy UI text stuff, but there's not really any time. Like if I start doing it now, it'll be over in a heartbeat. Unfortunately, which is a shame. But there is something else that we left undone from the last time we were sitting down here, which was the comfy UI animation. So we ditched the we ditched this because it was taking forever, right? So I propose that we do a select image. Whoa, okay, calm down. Okay, we get select image there. Oh, okay, so we're not going to do that then. All right, fine. So I'm going to take a select image, and instead of taking all of them, you know, just take the first one and do a debug line, you know. That's the plan. There we go, there we go. Take that there. And it'll be that one is going to be going into the depth. And it'll be that one going into the image. And then we'll have a preview. And it won't take forever because it's just one frame. It'll still take forever, but it shouldn't take as long. So we'll just do that. Do that. And then I need to keep some of it. Is that everything? Nope. That one as well. Anything else? I think that's it. Yep. All right. So yeah. I need to get these numbers right. Basically, these numbers were incorrect when we did this yesterday. And so it's like you'd spend forever making a video and then the standard, you know, these were crap. Do I have on my nodes? Oh yeah, let's turn the radio back on. I'll just double check. I've got to kick the SSL because it always... Yeah, there you go. Music coming back in 3, 2, 1. And we're going to kick this guy out. What's that? Oh yeah. So yeah, we were going to go to the DJZ nodes so I could find out, because I've got a reference file for that node. So if I just go to depth-based MD. So okay, so do you know what? I'm just going to copy it. Claude, we've got no time. The following explains how my depth-based pixelation node works. However, the min block size sucks. Help me find optimal default values for the min max block size. Okay. There's probably like a dynamic way of doing it. You might be able to make it more intelligent or give presets. He doesn't know why I'm even asking. I mean, for a start, it takes forever. Look at it go. I could probably make the images smaller for the test. It would speed it up. Let's do 0.75. How come it's still doing an entire section? That should be giving one image, and that should be giving one image. So what the heck? It ended up making all of them. See, it is pixelated, guys. See, the idea was to make pixel art, right? But it needs some tweaking because it's based on the depth. I think right now it might be backwards. It seems like I'm getting less pixels where it's closer and more pixels where it's further away. I can't tell. I need to be able to do just one. I don't know why. It should be giving me just one image. It's very strange. I'm going to click invert depth and see what happens. But that's weird. Why is it giving me bloody 38 of them? There should be only one of them. Like, no, I must do an entire batch. Right, do you know what? Hang on. Just do it straight. None of this nonsense. So... yeah. Image in the top. Depth map in the bottom. They should match. You should get one out the other end. Aha! Okay, okay. Right, you see? Okay. Hey, what's up, Afix? So, what I'm gonna do... again, switch it back round. It's currently on 4 and 32. So then what's closest to the camera, see? What's closest to the camera got pixelated more. Yeah? So I think you do want it on invert depth, because that way what's closest to the camera gets pixelated less. So you get more detail as things approach the camera. That makes sense. So that's why it's on default there. We have a depth influence. I'm going to try turning that to 0.5 first and see. Because it might be I don't need to change, because this is Pat's... Ooh. Not 0.1 then. Yeah, it's super strong. Oh, now it's just totally blurred out. 0.9. Yeah, I think the threshold's wrong. Because it's got 4 and 32 as the default, which is like pretty crazy. Yeah, look, 4 block pixelation is barely noticeable. So option what? There we go. Look, it's the silly settings. So how about we try 832 first? Yeah. Let's do that. 832, and then put that back to 1. Go. That's better. See, it's starting to get close to pixel art now. So how about we go 12? Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely. See, when I made it, I knew it worked. It's just the default sucked. Go 1632. So what about we do 8 and 64? Can you do 8 to 64? Whoa. 16 to 64. 32. Whoa. Alright, we don't need to do this anymore. Give me more pixels. Now that's better. 1224. Okay, and then what was he telling me? 1236 for more dramatic, 624 for more conservative. 624, huh? Oh wow, it just looks like a soft blur. Look at that. It's still pixelating the gun though, you know? So it is pixel art, right? And remember, we have a mask in the process, so we can chop out the background and whatnot if we need to. I wouldn't bother though. It's going to do weird stuff, look. But it's going to do pixelation, so... I want to get a really nice... 1236. We didn't try that. Or if I did, I don't recall. It's a bit more pixelated. What about if I bump up the depth influence? Ooh, that actually might help. 2.5. Diminishing. Oh, you can't go any higher than 2. The pixelation is kind of crazy though, considering this is such a massive image. Look, these are sort of like a mosaic. get too small, it just, yeah. This is why pixel art is such a big deal. Back down to 1. $12 to $36 or $16 to $48 could work better. $16 to $48. Actually does kind of work. I mean, 1236. 1236. Let's try that. I mean, it is pixelated. $8.32 minimum, 4 to 1. You can go down to 6, so 8.32 or 6.32. Let's try that. 8.32 and 6.32. Oh wow, that's super fine. Down to 6.32. What about 16.32? Is that too hard? That's actually pretty good. I mean, look, if you're trying to make pixelated thingamy bobs, and obviously it's depth aware, right? So we could go like that, and then like this, and like that. Yeah, whatever, right, anyway. And then we can put that away. Hey! It's because it's such a huge image, guys. For my first trick, I'll make it explode. Right, so we're going to just put a little cap on there of 1 megapixel, so it's, you know, being reasonable. Could we be clever? I wonder what would happen if I was to then inspire Rumbaji. We'll do this one because then it's been the correct size. Okay, and then we want to do a color image. One of the best. And we're going to do, obviously, foreground, wait, not foreground, sorry, just the mask from here, and we'll get the foreground from there. Okay. And then we can get our RGB wheel, or color wheel even. Color wheel, where's the color wheel? DJZ. Then we got some colors. Okay, so I'm going to put it on pastel, complementary, and the color will be driven like so. Wait, like so, like so. Why isn't it working now? It worked yesterday. Hang on a minute. Didn't it work literally in this workflow somewhere? No, it was in a different one. Hang on. There. Look. Ah, I have to go through a show any. Okay, alright. It only works if you go through show any first. Alright, fine. Isn't that funny? So show any can do it, but because it's not called the right thing, you have to do... That's funny. I have to do show anything, and then output to... There you go, it worked now. I didn't even notice that that was a requirement. Okay. So then we have a randomly generated... random, yeah. Okay, base is that. Okay, go. Look at that edge. That edge is something else. But here's the thing. I don't think you'll care about the edge. Because what I'm going to do is 1, 2, 3, and then a keyjai image concatenate. Image concat multi, and we're gonna go 2 right and 2 down. Yeah. No, not that one. Wait. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will use. Oh, I shrunk it. That's interesting. I didn't even realize I shrunk it. What's interesting me right now is the fact that it still gets a smooth outline. You know what I mean? Wait. Oh, I know how to fix that. Well, do I? That'll be an experiment, I guess. We'll have to find out what it does. Find out what it does if you try to do that on the, you know, on the output from the pixelation. Maybe it'll give me a jagged mask, which is kind of what I want. I kind of want a jagged mask. Even though you always want a smooth mask, in this case I want a jagged mask, which is kind of a strange change. We're going to do color 2, color 3, and what are we going to do for our 4th color, guys? Don't know. What are we going to do for the 4th color? Can't just use the 1st color. Well, you could actually. You could do a diamond setup. So that means that color, so top left and top right use color 1, and then bottom left, bottom right. So the bottom right, which would be the 4th, would use the 1st color again. So actually it's hooked up nice. It should create a kind of diamond with 2 other colors. I guess we'll see what happens, won't we? And then obviously we need another image concat to make the final panel, which will be these 2 together. And actually they're both going to the right. And then that one goes down. Yeah. There we go. And we should get multicolor doggo. Almost. Oh, nice. The thing is better on that one. Okay, cool. So in that case, I'll use that, you know, for the front, what's it called? The forward layer. So that is now going into all the foregrounds. So we only do that part once. Is this because I said random? It is, isn't it? Turn that off. Seems to be getting strange colours. So it's blue, red, pink. I need to sort out my situation. Triadic. Okay, that's much better. The mask. Seems like the mask is too good. Don't know. When I look at the mask on this is good. It seems like the mask isn't actually the same. Okay, well, we can improve that. So instead of doing concatenate multi, and then, you know, we can still make our color, but then instead of putting the foreground layer on here, we can do image blend instead. Blend, yeah. Layer blend, my favorite. And I think we might be able to get away with not using the mask because this is already alpha. So if I just say layer and background and then just copy that out a few times. Layer, and then maybe I'll get a less, because I don't want that sort of clean look, if that makes sense. Put that in there, put that in there, put this in there, put this there. And then we just need the backgrounds. Background. Go. Something happened. It's because the sizes are not correct. Okay, we got to fix for that coming down the pipeline. Aspect size V2. Okay, I'm going to hook them up. And now comes the chance to play with the scaling. Height. Now obviously we'll take these out. Don't need them anymore. Height. Yeah. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. So now the layer is done here instead of all in one. Alright. Okay. Go. Okay. And then the last thing is, of course, that the doggo is not the same size as the squares, right? Now obviously I can, and we fixed the thing, we've got a nice pixel art style edge to it now. Even though it might be a bit whitish, you know, it's going to be a bit white, it's alright. So what I propose now is pump up the box size to match the original image, which, well, it's 4K, but we shrunk it down to 1000, so I think that's Quen-ish. Let's find, okay, we could probably make it. We can also scale the dog to the same size as well, which is the next step. So I'm going to resize, and it's going to match. Yeah. Change the name of it again. All right. So instead of going from here into straight in, we're going to do a little resize, and obviously it's going to be driven by the same height and width. Now it might be worth. Is it worth cropping him? I feel like it might be worth cropping him. Feels like he's being cropped to somewhere. (1344 by 768). So I'm using scale total pixels there to change the size of the dog. I'm shrinking the dog so that it will go in. Okay. But that doesn't change the aspect ratio. So should we really crop it first? I know what I'm aiming for, but I feel like I might need to crop it first. Ah, well, I guess we'll find out, right? So just plug all of those new layers in again. Should probably use a reroute node so you don't have to keep on doing that. Okay. Run. Run, 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 run. And now we got a new problem. Because remember, we didn't crop, so he's stretched. Right? So, what we should do is, I guess, just put it on fill crop and see if it keeps the center there. Oh, yeah, it did. Okay. So we've pixelated the dog. Pixelated the dog, resized the dog, put the dog back. Right, cool. So now, what happens if I say 1.5? Will it still blow it up? Depth anything doesn't like being too big, see? Okay, 1664 by 960. That's a little bit nicer. When all's said and done. There we go. Do you know what? That's not bad. I mean, look, considering we just threw it through a bunch of stuff, it's not bad. And then, of course, obviously, we've still got all the other stuff that we didn't do like last time. So we got the blend nodes. If you wanted to mess around and make the dog different colors, we could make multiple frames in different colors by running the seeds. And, you know, that's essentially how we ended up with this. Wait, it's gone. Yeah. Same idea for the split. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. Oh no, wait, I tell a lie. It's right here. That's how we did that one. Just blend layers. It's one image, blend layers, colors. Okay. There we get this. Doggo time. There we go. And again, like I say, if I was just to change the... Well, that's funny actually. It should be changing more often. Well, I guess it kind of is. It's just not changing much. Oh, there we go. They are changing. And as an example, we showed it before. We can do color dodge is usually a good one. Dodge and burn are great tools when you're airbrushing. He says with confidence, "Oh, I've got them inverted, haven't I? Right, okay. Okay. But there shouldn't be a mask right now. Hold up. It's still white. It's still kind of funky though. No, alright, so when it's inverted, we'll use burn instead. Might be a need to use a linear. There we go, that's better. Right, cool. So now as we step through, we'll get our pixelated doggos. And they'll be like, you know, different. It's sort of like, you know, it's moving around and stuff. And it's the same exact thing we did yesterday. I mean, I could just, hang on, I need to just speed this up. Give me 32, please. Off you go. Now, evidently, we could have had animation frames, so it didn't have to be a single image each time. But I just wanted to show, you know, that once you have it set up, it's kind of like an automated process. You want to make it more complicated, you know, like do different frames for each one. That's easy. And then at the end of it, obviously, what we're going to do is extreme interpolation on the folder, right? And then that caps off this little feature. And I'm just trying to show like cool post-processing stuff. So you've got your image. What do you do next? You could have something like this set up. It's not long. It doesn't take a long time to set it up. It's just a little pixelated doggo. What if I was making a dog game? I'm making a side-scrolling doggo game. I want to make it some cute animation type stuff. Let's make some cute thing. Okay, it's finished. Right, now I bet I forgot to put them into a folder or even save them. Yeah, I forgot to even save them. Classic Johnson. Forgets to save them. The point is, once you're finished, you'd run them through the same workflow that we used earlier, which is just up here. So obviously we've got a folder full of images. They all have different colored backgrounds on them, right? And then when you play it back with a ×8 multiplier on your Rife 49, so you can read that a little bit better there when it's not purple. And that's how you end up with that sort of neon lighting, weird neon lighting switch effects. We've done a split panel down the middle. You can see the line there. But look at what the interpolation's done. When it changes color, sometimes the hair moves. Look, the hair moved. Anyway, the noise is intentional. So there it is. 4-way split doggo pixelation depth stuff. And we'll have some more stuff for you. Same time, same place. Just gone a little over time tonight. Normally I finish at 10, but I thought, hey, we'll finish where we started, yeah? Without risking falling down another rabbit hole, I'm going to pull the ejection cord right here. So thank you all for sticking with it and coming along. Back tomorrow, 8 p.m. with some new stuff. So watch out for the ping in the Discord, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, guys.
Alex, the rest of your minutes deal.
Emmy's not sound. It's not smash again. What's it? Say, Mom, I'm gonna pick us miss. Just give it one again, like when you say you can keep it. My father, that was something. Okay.
sense of what